Some of you have forgotten the art of being because your world is rather noisy. We are aware of how noisy your world has become. Your tool is your physical being, and it is for you to tune in what feels right for you at any particular moment. Because actually you have the opportunity to create change. For those who haven't joined before, I am a psychic medium. I channel light council and other guests. There's many ascended masters here on the other side. They always come in with different teachings that they want to pass on to others and take with it what you need at any particular time. So energy is very high. They're walking in, so you can't see this, but they are walking in light council. I've got individuals coming in. These are these are not spirits that have been on the planet, so I already put out hazard warning because the way they're going to connect with you possibly. There's just information that they're coming in. Some of them aren't. There's some angelic energy coming in here as well. So just for a moment, if you could just briefly close your eyes, because that brings you in. So just take a moment. We're just bringing everyone together. It's quite exciting. They're really excited about your energy. Excellent. So just being with your breath right now in your physical body, just breathing with your breath, whatever comes naturally for you, just bringing yourself into this energy space. And you're just wanting to connect. You're being as open as you can. Receive the information that you need to hear any given time. So you're asking whether you work with guides or angels or whoever it is, or just with your higher self, not just, but whatever it is, just ask for you to receive the information that you need to hear at this particular time. Very important. And for those of you who work with guides or angels or ascended masters or loved ones, you can ask them to step in now, so they're aware of you, they're around you, and they're working with your energy right now. And they'll highlight what it is that you need to hear. They'll be in that space with you. You're just asking their presence and allow them to step in even closer now. So you may feel that difference in your energy around you. Just depends on how you work. Just allowing them in. You're inviting them in. Just being with that space and just breathing naturally for yourself. And just joining and connecting. And just knowing that as a group, as a community, you're all connecting to each other. You're in that space and you'll receive whatever it is that you need to receive. Take a nice deep breath in. As you bring that breath back into your physical body, allow it to exhale and then come back into the space when you're ready. Come back. Wherever you've been, come back. Come back into this space. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, lovely. Okay, thank you. Oh, there's a lot of changes in your energies. I can feel it. It's buzzing, they just said. It's buzzing, the energy. And they're saying, Anne, can you feel it? And I'm like, yes, I can feel your energy. I can feel that progress in all your energy. Many of you are being in this space. Very important that you're being in your space. Many of us ask, why is they are so busy in your lives? There's so much doing in your heads. Your heads feel very busy. Very, very busy. You get lost in your heads. And did you know that when you're in your heads and in your thoughts, that you are whizzing around, you're not connecting to the space of where you are? So for example, it's very similar to as in the dream sense, into the dimensions of time and space, how your minds go off into your dreams. You're entering into different dream states. You're entering into different realms and realities. Did you know this? This is not just a psychological process. This is connected with energy. Your energy whizzes off and we are aware. Many of you ask for assistance in your dreams. There are many guides that accompany you. Some of you will feel relatives that are by you. Some will feel guides and angels. But we watch over you because we are of great interest into your journey. And many of you feel stuck at times, in a sense, in the world that you live in. But we are always inquisitive and wondering why you are not just being. And in a sense, we shall explain. Some of you have forgotten the art of being because your world is rather noisy. We are aware of how noisy your world has become. Noisy in the sense of where your minds wander off to. Now, we are aware that the connection to your devices, the electronical devices that you have, we are aware of this, and so your mind whizzes off into different directions. We are aware also this is as your tool on your planet, and we are understanding of this. But it's interesting, some of you who have tapped out or not tuning in to have your own technical device, in a sense of your own device that you use, meaning we shall explain, as in by tuning in, by working with your physical body. Your physical body is your tool. It is for you to use your physical tool as you do your electrical devices, your phones, your computers, and so forth. But it is to work with your tool, your body, in a sense of tuning in. It's not your tuning into your phone or your computer or your other devices. It is tuning into your physical form. It's the same thing. It is your tool to operate your working with your soul, shall we say. So your soul has to be more being. There's many of you who rush over here to the other side and have missed out on important lessons or teachings or information that's coming in for you to learn. You see, we are here where you go through the process of retracting, retracing, just looking back at your life. We are aware, we stand with you, we are in the presence of you, in the understanding of your soul journey, on the existence of your life at that particular time, which is a brief moment from us. For you, there's many of you that feels it's a long time, sometimes 75, 80, 90, it's irrelevant really of the years, but there is a process that you all go through where your soul is learning many lessons, and many of you come here on the other side and cannot wait to jump back in. Again, you're on a cycle where you wish to learn. You see, there is this like a sponge-like quality of your energy that wants to come back and do it again. We hear some of you that will hear this and say, oh, well, this was hard work. Why would I want to come back again to do this again? Well, because there are lessons, you see, how you are showing up in the world. Now, trust us when we say this, that many of you who are here, when we are communicating with you, and we shall explain, you will know this as the Akashic records, and has been told this is the Hall of Souls. But this is the process where we stand with you, in the presence of you, where we work with you and look at the lessons that you have learned. And some of you are still unsure if you learned that lesson at all, and sometimes you come back to repeat the same lesson. But you see, if you were more in the being of your physical tool, as in your physical body, your physical presence of your interaction with your world around you, wouldn't be so complicated. But you see, when you are in your mindset of overthinking, your emotions, your feelings, you travel backwards and forwards in different dimensions of time and space, as in, we shall say, looking back at problems or issues or experiences, or looking forward and worrying about the experiences to come, but you are not fully there as yet because your physical being may be just sitting in the chair, whereas your mind has allowed yourself to operate a different dimension of time and space and to play out possibilities that may come up for you as you are thinking, or to rewind and to look at the past where you have come from. So really, we are just helping you with some assistance here, as in suggesting if you are in the being at the present time, as in being seated in the present time, you are experiencing life in the present moment. You are being, you are feeling, you are hearing, you are sensing, you are processing. Of course, your mind comes in to assist you, to help you, because of sometimes the worry of what if this, what if that. But the art of living is being in the present self, being in the moment of experiencing life. You have got this opportunity, you are experiencing this opportunity of allowing yourself to be in the present state. Your tool is your physical being, and it is for you to tune in what feels right for you at any particular moment. There are many questions that we are always here to answer, and we are always aware of why people ask, as in why they have been created on the planet at any particular time. But it is for you to grow through your session while you are here. This is almost like a queue, in a sense, of you're waiting around and experiencing while you're waiting in the queue your experiences. Because you can also hop from planet to dimension to dimension. The aim of many of your souls when passing wish to, sometimes you are harsh on yourself, to perfect a lifetime of what you have been through. Now, many of you will think it's by accident that you encounter either a dysfunctional relationship or a job or a friendship. It is just that your soul has this information residing inside of it, like a tune playing out, that you want to perfect something that's come up. So whether it is looking at a work situation, a colleague, or the work that you are doing, if you are feeling that there is something more to life, or there is a different job, or you want to create that business, that is your gut feeling, that is your higher self connecting with you. Your soul is aware of what you wanted from previously, but may have not finished that role or that job that you had done in a previous lifetime. So if you jump back in, and then in this lifetime you've always had the ambition to create something, or wish to travel to a certain country, or wish to connect with a particular person, or longing for a loving relationship, it may mean that one, you could have left that soulmate in another dimension of time and space, or it could mean that actually you want to perfect how you feel within a relationship now as you move forward. So each lifetime you have been given information as into your journey of who you are, and wish to benefit and to move forward into a different lifestyle. Some of you still get caught up in the memories of your past experiences. This is when some of you will encounter the deja vu moments of where you may travel to, or look for, or feel again. We will use the example of the soulmate, that there is something that is missing, that maybe you do not feel whole, that there is a connection out there that you are lacking. That may mean in this lifetime that soulmate is not quite ready to pop in, because your energy of who you are or where you are on your journey in life is not ready to meet you at that place. Remember, soulmates also come in because there are soul contracts to be completed, and in those soul contracts it may mean lessons need to be learned. But this can also be soulmates through relationships, and also those that you meet elsewhere. But the mind sometimes comes in out of fear or curiosity to change your direction. There is always the mind controls the energy of your physical self. But if you are more in the being, you disrupt the mind from going logical thinking. So by being present, as in feeling the temperature around you and how your body's tuning into your environment on how it feels, you are being, your mind does not overthink. It is to come out of the overthinking. You see, your mind feels and thinks. It has to be there checking in to see that you are safe. Safe is not always the way that you're going to expand and to grow. The feeling that you may feel of, some of you may label as anxious, is the excitement of the tuning in to the self, as in there is change occurring and how you move forward. It is the state of body in the sense of the physical self that when you are feeling that sensation of maybe anticipation, see it as in excitement of what's to come to match up with your energy. Not that it's fear. If you label it as fear, then you are just going to attract in more fear and the disasters in a sense that you feel are stopping you. But what if they are not disasters and chaos? What if it is just clearing the way, like the snow plow moving through the snow, clearing it through so that you can move forward? Many of you are encountering changes at this present time where you feel that certain situations in your life are falling away and falling by the side. You do not have to fix them. Just allow yourself to move forward through those changes. These changes are there to create those changes moving forward in your life. It is that they may feel uncomfortable because of some sense of an experience which you've had before that is connected to them. But you see, your mind keeps information as reference point, but doesn't mean that actually moving forward it's the same information you're going to move into. Having the reference point, of course, is your mind that helps you to keep safe as you think it does. But the biggest thing that we hear here in conversation is that through fear that kept you stuck, that you wish to come back again, yes, through reincarnation, to complete the task again. And sometimes it's exhausting to hear this from this side, as we are feeling as, why would they not be in the being when they were living the first lifetime? Why is it that they'd wished to encounter this again, this experience which you're going through? Now, by being in the present self, as in absorbing your energy around you, your environment and how you are feeling, helps you then to navigate as you move forward, because you're coming from the point of call of where you are actually being, rather than going into the mind of overthinking. You see, when you overthink, you are only then projecting forward more of the situation, and then life shows up as it's still showing you again and again, actually, yes, you are correct, this is what's going on for you. So if you come from the place of just being, whether that's sitting, absorbing the countryside, or being with animals, the unconditional love, or your environment of what makes you happy, what happens is your frequency is higher, and so you are attracting more of that in. Now, there are many individuals that ask about their life purpose and their mission. What is it we are here to say is your soul, that's your life purpose, that's your mission, is to connect with your soul self. It is to journey in to your soul self, as in to enjoy the ride while you are here. You are only here on planet Earth for a short time. Many of you keep coming back, making the same mistakes, because not understanding you can create that change in your life. Many of you that we are communicating with, we are understanding and feeling your energy of what may be happening for you at this present time. But we wish you to understand, by tuning in more to that silence, being comfortable with silence, as in being in that silence, you will hear more clearly your soul self communicating with you and to offer you the guidance. Your higher self, as you know this, your soul self, is aware of your journey, but because you are so busy in your minds, you cannot hear it at times. But it is for you to be more open to this so that you are then hearing the feedback from your soul self. So you are able to communicate, to ask your soul self, your soul consciousness, the awareness of your soul, as in, what's my next step to take? As in, navigating this. You see, when you come back and you anchor yourself to your heart center and sit, whether meditation or sit with yourself, rather than inviting memories of individuals into your mind, when you are sitting with your soul self, the information is much more clearer as you are then being shown and given the information as you move forward. This is just your journey in perfecting it on this lifetime of having an understanding, tuning in. What is it my body likes? What is it my body needs? What is it that I need as I move forward? What is it I like? I mean, then you keep coming back to your authentic self. One week you may like pizza, another week you like spaghetti bolognese, another week you like a curry. Next week you like meat, next week you like fish. Whatever it is that your body is telling you to listen to. Anne had something similar today, and when she actually finally listened, she realised what she needed. It's exhausting at times, as she should know better, but it's same as you all as individuals. You ask for the information is given. So maybe the biggest lesson while you are here is that you learn to tune into your soul consciousness, your soul self. Whether there is also you wish to communicate with guides or angels or however you receive your information, maybe it's more of this rather than searching around in the Pandora's box of your mind. Because believe me, we are aware that sometimes you all get lost in the information that your mind has stored. And you relive the continuation of the nightmares or the stories that you tell yourself, and you get stuck. Now, this is an energy that then cannot forecast or send forward what it is that you want to move into. You see, if you have a greater understanding of yourself, you understand then and as what you wish to come forward. If you cannot think that far ahead, you do not need to. It is the energy of your soul self at any particular time, but it's creating your future self. And so some of you ask, why is it that it's challenging at times and there's these issues that are coming up and they're being presented to me? Well, it's because your soul has asked for assistance in the sense of growth, that wishing to learn information, wishing to expand, wishing to change your life. How can you change your life? Well, if you are presented with the same issue that keeps coming up, say for instance, if it is a relationship issue and you are in doubt that this individual treats you a certain way and you are allowing this individual to have this interaction with you, yes, we are saying allowing it to, because actually you have the opportunity to create change. And yes, we are aware because it's more to do with the emotions and how you're feeling, it is difficult more than what we are saying. But it is the opportunity for yourself to go through this situation to assess, how do I wish to be treated? How do I want this individual to talk to me? How do I wish to feel? Then it is to create that change. You have the opportunity to expand in this life. If also there is this which comes up with regarding, say, financial abundance and money and how it makes you feel having lack of, it's then looking at the situation of how you move forward, as in what is the lesson, as in the uncomfortability of how it makes you feel. It is to look at the abundance. You see, the mind creates the structure and also defines what you look at in the future. You see, if you can go with this abundance like a child who sits in a box creates a spaceship or a rocket or a flying machine, the child doesn't necessarily mean that it has been in a spaceship, but it's creating more of what it would feel like or how they imagine. And there are endless possibilities of daydreaming. There should be more adults going into the state of the child, as in allowing yourself. Now, if it was for an adult to sit in a box and to say they wish to see it maybe as a Ferrari or a rocket, what's the first thing the adult will think of? What speed I'll be traveling at? Is it possible? No, can I do this? Can I do that? This machine will break. I'd run out of fuel. What would the planet look like? Would I like the aliens? A child would not think so far ahead. A child would just think of the adventure. So you are here on this adventure of life. So enjoy. Come out of your heads. Do not overthink in the head of trying to make something work. Maybe go more into the child. Maybe go sit in a box and see where your mind takes you, and to see, where is this box taking me? Where shall I visit? Where shall I travel today? And it's interesting, it's funny, you have many boxes, your houses, your homes, the box of a relationship, the box of a job, the box of a vehicle. It's interesting, isn't it, when you think of it this way? A child has no boxes. There are no limitations, only by the adults that place upon it. Okay. As many of you worked with me before, I don't really have a clue what I've just said because I'm channeling, but they're still here. Was there any questions or anything that came up for anyone while I was having that conversation? If there is anything, do let me know before we go into the channeled meditation. Excellent question. As we know that they do exist in the sense of other energies that are inquisitive about other energies, as in the soul energies, of course. When the souls came to the planet, as in i.e. yourselves, you had a pure light energy. And through life, as the human is experienced in life, you will go through changes. Now, the energies are attracted and inquisited about yourselves as an energy. By your job of yourself is to be mindful of the energy of how you are feeling. There are many we have worked with that their energy of the human has wandered off in the sense of how they are feeling. We shall explain. There has been many moments, especially with those individuals that Anne has encountered also as the poltergeist of the energy. Anne's mind was quite disturbed at the time as a teenager. There were fluctuations in her journey of her life, and then so her energy frequency had dropped in a sense. So lower density of energies, there are mythical energies as such. Many of you on your planet that are inquisitive about the fables or the mythology that has been put out there through the films, the storylines, feel possibly they do not exist, but where do you think they came from in the first place? Sometimes it is the journey or the inner journey or battle that the individuals will have been encountering. Very similar to those, for instance, we're using drugs or alcohol, would also be consumed by lower density energies that come in. If you're feeling low in energy, and also with depression, there are those low energy frequencies that come in. The energies can tap into how you are feeling and feeds off, resides in the energy field. there are many elementals that come in and can work with this energy too. So for people to have a greater understanding of this, you see, thoughts and feelings, so those individuals on your planets, we will say those, for instance, those individuals who have committed greatest crimes against other humans, humanity, they have an energy of themselves too. Now we will try to make sense of this to explain. If you feel that each of you has a soul, which you all have, and you may see it as, for instance, as the, we would say, the creative story of Peter Pan with the shadow. That is part of your soul. That is part of the journey of who you are. When there is this illusion of self, as in the sense of when there has been a destructive, toxic background, and you may have witnessed several crimes against humanity, the human energy of that soul creates more of the turmoil, meaning that part of that soul, of that energy, those who commit murders, their energy is denser, but their energy goes out into your planet. You see, depending on the mind and how the mind thinks, creates the energy of soul self. It would be impossible if the human had images of creating murder against another individual, taking their life, that their energy would be pure light. This is impossible. There will be an energy that they create. There is also, as we speak of light energy, that helps, enables others coming together to create a, what you would terminology maybe on your planet as a positive energy. There is the dark and negative side of the energy that is also transmitted through other humans. For lower energy to reside upon your planet, the actual human has to also think in this process. Same as if someone is depressed or has lower dense energy, they are going to attract more of. So for those who wish to detach from receiving that lower energy, is for those to do the work upon themselves. And this is when you can then receive attachments of energy, of them walking into your space. But it has to be like for like. If your energy is low at any point, and the negative energy or thoughts and feelings, you are more likely to attract that energy into your space. But that can be changed. But on your planet, that's why there is such a contrast of energy, and we are perfectly aware of the masses that are leaving your planet at this particular time, as what is being done against humanity in certain parts of your world that has been highlighted by social media, which in one way is good, but in another way we're also aware that what is not being demonstrated and shown by social media, there are many masses of murders that have been committed upon your planet of individuals. We are aware that this does exist, but it is the true battle of the shadow work in yourself individually, of your journey through time and space. But it is overall the balance of the individual human being on their journey. Some individuals will attract that darker energy into their journey of their life and their existence. This is inevitable because it's where they are at in their journey, their lesson that they are moving through life at this particular time. I love that question. Okay, let's have a little look. Okay, I'm like, do I need your assistance? Like, no. Okay, fine, let's go with it. So, okay, fine, let's have a little look at it, and we're checking with answering that question. Okay, great question about past lives. Yes, there's from the information that I've received from them, there is no such thing as past life in the sense it's a different from what's going on right now. It is like parallel, like lives working at the same time. So our past self, in a sense, we use this terminology, our present self and our future self, so they coexist all the time. And so the findings that I have had with a number of clients, as in, if there's issues going on in their present self today, it's most likely that it follows through a thread in to do with, we will label it as a past life, but that's still coexisting at the same time. It's just the humanness is easier to sort of say past life going back hundreds of years. There's the same issue that can be repeating itself in this present life. So where you would have dealt with it in that, say, past life, or it hasn't been dealt with, it will keep coming up in your present state today, something that needs to be revealed or something that needs to be uncovered. So then you can move forward into the future self, but it needs to be untangled. So some people I've come across as in repeating cycles or repeating love matches, or they're searching for this soulmate, but in this lifetime they're not here. It may be in that previous lifetime that, as in past selves, which isn't past selves as such, needed to let you go in this lifetime to do it solo without them, and saying that they're still there with you, but they're in another sort of dimension of time and space. So when I'm working, say for instance, with the therapy, sometimes it comes up that there is a lesson to be learned in this present everyday lifetime, and I will go hunting to go, right, if I can't find it psychologically working as a therapist, let's go into, is there a past life connection? And normally in the past life connection, I'll go, okay, this is what's going on because this is a repeating pattern. And so once they have an understanding of that happened in the past life, then it's easier to break any threads or any bonds or any ties that's still keeping them stuck in this lifetime. That sometimes people have difficulty in moving forward into what they want to do, say confidence, or there's something to do with abundance, there's lack of something. Again, that can be because there was a lesson or something that happened in a past life, there was some sort of trauma there that's holding them still stuck. So we untangle it, and normally what my findings have found, when I have to prove it to the client, but if I can look back and see if it is a past life, as in another dimension of themselves, it becomes untangled and they have a deeper and understanding of what it is, so that they can move forward. And this is what I teach in some of the classes in the other sessions. I know you're in on the Thursday, but sometimes we looked at this at the Tuesday group or the Wednesday group, so you'll get the opportunity to do that as you move along different classes, so you get to untangle what might be holding back or something. Did that answer your question? Good, excellent, lovely. Brilliant. Thank you for asking it. It's great. Right, I'm going to answer that. Tune into your energy, because I could feel the big difference of yourself when you came back into the group today. That you've had a massive shift. And what happens is, again, our energy matches our clients or individuals in our lives. Okay, it comes up. But there's lessons to be learned. They'll keep coming up. So I've had this with an individual today. They reached out to me. This constant going on in their relationships because she hasn't quite learned the lesson, and so it keeps coming up until she can actually see it a lot clearer. It's like, thank you, they just said, be like wiping the windscreen, you know, that so you can it's clear in the frost, so you can see through the windscreen a lot clearer. With your energy, what's going on is because of you've had a massive shift inside of you. You've learned what you needed to learn. You've gone through those particular clients where you can see attachments or negative energy. That was a lesson learned. Now, I am not saying that you're not going to see it later on. What I am going to say is you've had enough that you've gone through that you know the energy, so that literally you could sit with a client 2 seconds and you'll go, right, this isn't the particular client's problem. This is because they have an attachment, or this is because there's negative energy around them. But you're only going to be able to do that now within 2 seconds because of all the hard work you've done before. Does that help? Me is, it's a bit like what I've done in class with you. It's sometimes I use the meditation where we move up through the spinal fluid. So when we're opening the chakra system, we're moving up, so it's moving, it's like sort of kindling sort of energy that moves up. This is what you've got going on. And also they're activating this Christ conscious, there's a bone at the back of the skull that holds it, supports it. So you're working with Christ conscious energy now. So does that make sense to you? It's like you've got a different sense of energy coming in. Well, they're sort of showing me that there's a circuitry it's like an explosion with like a rocket going off the firework. You've got like this energy that's been, I don't want to use that word, but I use it like stagnant for a while. It's sort of sat at the base. So sometimes where we're going through like, you know, I would say this is you necessary, but if we're going for a crisis, or we've got a lot of family things going on, or issues, or we've got everyday stuff going on, sometimes energy becomes a bit stagnant in certain areas, and the base is always about, you know, to do with our family life or us as we see ourselves, whatever. Now what they're showing me is that the circuitry is moving up through your spinal. The spinal fluid is sort of moving, and it's like it can be like a dam or a reservoir, and directly you're tuning back in again. It's like all this buzziness, it's like I'm waking up again, and it goes off to all the nerve endings in a sense. So spinal fluid, as we know, the spinal cord, it goes off to different parts of our physical body. So your energy is being like, okay, let's go. It's like a space rocket. It's like, yeah, let's, you know, fire rocket goes off. So this is what's happening, and it's zooming up, and I can hear it at the back of your skull. So it's waking something up then. So keep saying to me, Christ conscious energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Jesus energy, that sort of energy coming in now, because there's something like you've been through a process that needed to wake something up inside of you. It's a new energy that's coming in. Thank you for sharing. See how we can become so entangled with everything. We become so entangled with my ancestral, my past is this, is this, is this. And sometimes we get stuck. It's only beneficial if it answers the question and helps you to move forward. But if you feel that you've done all that work, or you feel that now I'm done with that, I want to move forward, that's your answer, just move forward. When we have something happen to us, or happen for us, shall we say, you know, that special physical thing, is sometimes it slows us down and stops. I mean, I know today myself, it stops ourselves. It makes us sit with the present self. So it's not always a disaster when we have something physical happen. It's to make us sit with our personal self and to be in that space. They just said, when the energy no longer feels right for yourself, it's not making the energy work, it's how are you feeling. They said, thank you. It's the being in the self. We have said this is the being in the self. Your tool, your physical tool for your soul is your physical being. Your physical being will feel when it's not right. It's not bending to the other individual's needs. It's about being in that state of yourself. Thank you. And now remember, the individual relationships that each of you have in your relationships within your lifetime, they've been sent for many reasons, as in to help you to progress through life. Some of them will stay longer, some are short term, but it is that the human tends to hold on to relationships a lot longer than they think they should do. There are many reasons for this. Sometimes it could be this information that they've learned through childhood, that mother, father saying how you should nurture a relationship, you should do this, you should do that. But if we step away from that and we look about how we are feeling in a particular relationship and how it makes you feel, as many of you are aware of how certain relationships make you feel, go by that feeling. If it doesn't feel right, it no longer is serving the purpose that is wished or it was meant to send to you in the first place. Every relationship, every connection is about that connection between two. It's that fireworks. It's this the connection. We are showing, I know, it's a bit like cables or circuitry. There's a spark. There's this. Sometimes there's an explosion of energy that happens within the relationship, in the sense of that it's then severed, it's no longer there. It is that in the human mind, the human tries to make situations work when they're no longer working anymore. It is not a problem to leave a relationship, a friendship or a relationship. It is then to know when it is time to move on. This is part of the lesson in itself of knowing when it's to move on. If a relationship keeps you small, feeling in a sense of friendship or a romantic relationship that keeps you small in the sense that you feel that you can no longer move forward and into expansion, then that again is the end of that relationship. Whether friend or romantic relationship, is that you are here to expand. It is like the cells in a petri dish in a science lab. It is about you expanding. It's about you multiplying. This this experience that you're having is not meant to be keeping you small. It's meant for you to have the expansion. You see, the more that you look at energy and the more that you look at this information, you are aware that working with light energy is about expansion. Working through darker energy or being structured in a sense of others informing you how you should think or you should feel in the sense of keeping you small, that's not why you are here. You came here to expand. It is like the sponge that opens up and expands. There is also, say for instance, like some of you, there is a they're showing me like you know when you dry out fruit or dry out fruit and it's really sort of dry and it shrivels up, and then they're sort of showing me, and then when it is nurtured it sort of flourishes itself. And then they're like, but we didn't understand why they dry their fruits. I'm like, I don't know, they got into a bit of the into their head. And I was like, okay, so it's about expansion basically. I heard that's what they're sort of saying to me. So whenever it feels the body is also tuning in and sort of says something doesn't feel right, then it's not right. Hopefully that helps. Okay, we're going to do a little meditation, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to read the cards out to you afterwards, because they tune into your energy and they feel what card, what message you might need to hear personally. So we're going to do a meditation right now. If you haven't meditated before, it's like literally just closing your eyes and just coming into this particular moment. Just allowing yourself to hear my voice and allowing yourself to go wherever it needs to go to. If you feel that you're wandering off, do not worry. That's where you're meant to be. So anything that you're feeling at any given time, just go with the flow of it. Okay, thank you. Normally they sort of say it's better to be sitting somewhere so that your feet are feeling the ground underneath you or the flooring. What they always recommend is that you, wherever you wear earpods or headphones, that you don't hear outside space sounds. If you do, just bring yourself back in, you'll hear my voice. And they'll work with you. They'll tell you when to come back. When I say on the count of 3, you'll come back into this space. So when you're ready now, begin that process of closing your eyes. So begin that process now of gently closing your eyes. Allowing yourself to be in your present state, allowing yourself to follow your breath, whatever feels right for yourself. As a helping hand and as a guidance, we are just gently working with you, allowing yourself to breathe in through your nose, allowing that energy to come up through your nose and dropping gently down at the back of your throat. As you breathe out, there is an extension of breath of yourself, and you're pushing yourself out into the environment. Just be mindful of your space. Be mindful if your mind tries to redirect, you keep coming back to the breath, breathing at your own pace. Every time that you breathe in through your nose, bring up the breath through your nose, dropping the breath on the out breath down through the throat, down, and sit the breath just in the heart center. Again, breathing naturally for yourself. And just follow the breath. Watch where the breath lands, watch where the breath moves into, but just gently being aware of the breath as it comes into the physical body. And whenever it's ready to send out, you just allow the extension of breath. Feeling it in the heart center, feeling that when the breath comes in through the nose, you're pushing it down through the trunk of the body and allowing it to extend out through the heart center. You're pushing it out, allowing yourself to connect with many who are here in the same universal fields of energy. Feeling safe as you breathe in and breathing out, connecting to environment around you. Yourself is becoming whole with the energy around you, maybe feeling the structure around you, feeling the environment as you are breathing in and breathing out. As your energy is connecting with others like a sponge, you're absorbing the energy around you, whether you are in a structured building or you're sitting outside, just allowing yourself for the expansion. Feeling into the trees that are outside, almost as if the breath of the wind's just moving through your physical self. It's like as if you were sitting outside in the open, that when the breeze flows through you, you can feel this extension of space, moving in through the body, moving out through the body. And as you're aware of the breath, now as you flow through your physical form, energetically you're connecting more. So as you breathe out on your next out breath, as you push out the heart center, it's almost as if like the tentacles of light stretching out, connecting to other energy that you're feeling. Positive, highest energy, asking for that to be breathed in. Breathe in the energy of light energy that flows through your body. That nourishing, nurturing, rejuvenating energy of light as it comes in, almost like the sunbeams and the sun energy as it flows through your physical body. Being in the presence of God, divine, angelic energy, allow it to flow around you. Asking your loved ones, ascended masters or guides just to step in as you're breathing in and out. Allowing that connection with the breath that you breathe in and breathe out, that awareness of who you are. And as that energy moves through your body, you're feeling it within the trunk of your body. You're sitting within the energy of the pelvis, finding your balance of that divine masculine and feminine energy now. Feeling within the pelvic region the energy of who you are. Like a ball of light of bringing in the energy into the pelvis, allowing it to sit there with your physical body, allowing the information, the knowledge of the energy just to reside there, feeling any difference on the left hand side and the right hand side of your physical body. And as you're there with the energy, gently push it down now to the base of the spine and begin pushing it down through your legs, allowing yourself to feel that anchor feeling as if it pushes down, and just like the anchor, like a large ship, that you feel it through your feet, how your feet are pushing down through the root system, just like that tree as you push all the way down. And as you're pushing down through the root system, feeling that you're becoming one with the earth, feeling into the energy of the earth as it gently flows on that cycle of energy, the many cycles and seasons of the planet, the many centuries it's been here, the wisdom that the earth holds. And as you're in that space, beginning to become aware that when you breathe, you're gently breathing up through the soles of your feet. You're feeling the breath as it moves up through the soles of your feet, through your legs, and allow it to sit at the base of the spine. And as it sits there, feeling it on your sitting bone as you are resting, feeling that energy as it begins to want to move up through your physical body. And when you take your next in-breath, you draw up the energy as it comes up through the trunk of your body, and again as it moves through the heart center and it sits there. Imagine that light energy, that blue energy within the throat center. As every breath that you breathe out, you can feel it in your jawline, that you're able to speak your truth, that you are here on the planet at this particular time, that as the energy moves up to your ears, that you will hear what you need to hear at any given time, that you're open to receiving. And as your ears breathe in and out, you're able to move up to your third eye that sits on your forehead, between your eyebrows. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, being aware of what you may begin to see, that what you will be shown, there's double digits, triple digits, quadruple digits, the signs and messages from your angels that you are in receivership. And as you move the energy higher up now through the crown of your head, moving up, allowing yourself to begin that connection. As this, every time that you breathe in and breathe out, you can feel that expansion within your breath, as if almost that your arms are extended further out, as if your fingertips are just touching the space around you, either side of yourself. And if you imagine that you are there now as your arms are stretched out, and imagine that you are open up to abundance, that everything that you are able to receive comes in this lifetime, comes into your present self, that you are abundant and you are waiting and you are in receivership. that it's time, that you are deserving of everything that you're going to receive. And whether that's collecting from past lives or other dimensions of time and space, it is time for it to appear in this lifetime as you are being in this present moment. That in this present moment that you are open, you are ready to receive the abundance of life. Everything that you have gone through for many lifetimes, that now is the time for you to receive, whether through love, financial abundance, or opportunities, whatever it is that you need at any particular time, you are asking to receive. It is there. You are aware of the presence of the energy. It's almost as if your hands could reach out to touch it, to feel it, to taste it, to smell it, to sense it. It's all around you. It's almost as if you walk into this space of time, that as you are there reaching out to it, it becomes closer. You can feel it in your fingertips of the abundance of life that you have been wishing to step into, that it's just there. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can sense it. Your heart is there at that space. Whether that heart is for abundance of love, financial abundance, or clarity that your third eye needs to see. As where your third eye is more open, you will receive more clarity. When your ears are open, you will hear what it is that you need to do. When your gut is more in tune with you, you are then on the pathway of asking for guidance and to be directed. You will hear that inner voice. Your higher self is there. You're communicating with your soul self. Your soul self is giving you direction and helping you on your journey, taking you to places where you may never have been before in this lifetime. There is an abundance there waiting for you to reach out, to touch, to move into your space. There is an alignment, there is an enlightenment of information that's coming in. And as within the Akashic record, seeing that book that is presented to you now, see the information that's held there within that Akashic records. See, hear, feel, touch, almost as if it's like brow as you put your fingers, run across the pages, sensing, feeling, as if the words are now running through your fingertips as they are engaging within your senses, within your physical self. Feeling that energy as it rises and raises through your veins and physically running through your spinal column, centralizing within your heart. It's there. It's just there. The only thing that stops you is your mind that is engaging with your everyday life. You are stepping into the reality of where and what it is that you are creating around you. The energy of self is there. You can feel it, you can taste it, you can sense it. It's all around you, working within your energy fields of light. That expansion of soul self as you are stretching out, seeing the signs around you and receiving the gifts that have been given to you right now. If it is the compass to help you to navigate forward, may you receive the compass. If it's the telescope that you wish to see much clearer, ask for it. Is it the binoculars that you need to read into and to see? Or the reading glasses, whatever it is that you need to see. If it's the hearing, may you hear much more clearer than you've ever heard before. If you are sensing or asking for clarity, may your heart unmuffle itself. May you receive within the heart center the information you need to receive. If it's in the gut feeling, may you receive that within the physical self. Finding your balance within your pelvic region of the masculine and the feminine energy. Allowing yourself to feel into this energy of expansion of soul self. Just like the butterfly as it flies around you. It's not that you have to reach for it. You just find that space so that it can engage with your energy. When your energy is at peace, the butterfly settles within you. Just gently as it comes back into that space within the heart center. unfolding, unraveling. May you have more clarity as the light moves through your physical body and being. The clarity in where you are heading and the direction. The signs that are around you. The signpost. May you feel into the energy of expansion, like the energy of a butterfly flapping her wings and expanding. And as you gently begin to come back into this space, having a greater knowledge of who, why, and what, and when, who you are, and the energy around you, it's as if you've stepped into another dimension of time and space, like a dream. You have navigated, you have moved things around. Your energy is tuning into more of what it is that you need and want in your life. When you engage within the heart center, you are drawing back the energy back into your physical form. When you are feeling into this center, more of what you wish or love steps forward. On the count of 3, I will draw back in that energy and help you to come back into this space. As you're in that breath now, you draw in through the top of your head, bringing it back down into centralizing it into your heart center. Be residing in within the heart center, grounding your feet. 1, beginning aware that your physical body of where you physically are resting right now. Your present self, your present state, your physical feet, your physical body, your physical back. 2, wiggling your fingers gently as you're breathing in and bringing back in your energy now, drawing into your heart center. On the count of 3, when you are ready, begin to open your eyes. 3. 1, 2, 3, come back, wherever you've been, come back, centralizing yourself back into this realm of time and space. Wow, that was quite good, wasn't it? Yeah, I love that, the journey they took you on.